everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be installing some LED lighted bag blades from Ciro3D.
Whose channel? So you guys know, if you watched the last install video we did, we put on the Ciro3D filler panel lights in the back of our 2011 Ultra Limited. So we're going to continue with the lighting upgrade on the back of this bike, and maybe today is the day I will get rid of that old man bar, as one of you guys called it last time. As she said, we're going to be installing the Ciro3D bag blades today. They go right beneath the lid on the back of your saddlebags and give you a little more visibility. But to show you how easy it really is, Lady Devil's going to do it. Before we get totally into it, this is a 2011 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited. I do have the 2014 and newer style bags on it though, so I got the 2014 bag blade lights. I don't know of the physical differences, but I do know the wiring is different, which we'll touch on later in this video, so make sure you watch the whole thing to see exactly what you need. I will have a link in the description to this product, and you can kind of decide what you want from there. This one specifically is the 2014 bag blade lights with the amber turn signals.
And while you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you know when we upload new videos.
I think we're going to try something a little bit different with our install videos from this point forward. We're going to give them Lady Devil difficulty ratings.
Since I obviously don't do this kind of stuff, I've never done this kind of stuff. I'm not mechanically inclined as you are. Is that?
She's a smart girl. She just hasn't done a lot of this stuff.
I don't like to get my nails dirty.
So stick around till the end of the video and we'll give you guys a rating on what she thought the difficulty of this one was. I'll talk her through it when she gets stuck, but I'm gonna kind of let her do this and we'll see how she screws it up. We'll see how good she does it.
So first we're gonna show you guys what's in the box. So like all Ciro products, they come with an awesome, detailed, colored instructions. Just kidding, I'm really gonna need this. So you have a bag blade light for each side, and then some Y connectors and zip tie thingies. So the first thing we're gonna do is clean the bag off with some alcohol.
The instructions say you can use an ammonia-based glass cleaner, but we don't have one of those right now. I do have some denatured alcohol, so we're gonna go ahead and clean them with that. Basically, you're just trying to get the wax, any kind of wax or grime off so the blade sticks to the bag.
The next step is to remove the seat.
A couple of you gave me some grief for not cleaning out under my seat from the last video, so maybe this time I'll clean all that dust out of there, maybe.
So this is what it's not supposed to look like. This is obviously the left bag blade. So when I put it up here, it's angled up and you want it to be angled back more. So this is wrong. So this one's level and the top's pointed back and angles well with the bag. Okay, next we're going to use painter's tape to mark the right location on the bag.
So she's gonna hold it up there, and I'm gonna put tape on the bottom side of it so we know when we stick it on, it's in the right spot. At least that's my goal here. We're leaving a little bit of a gap between the lid and the light for flexing of the lid, just in case your lid might be a little different, might sit a little, maybe yours is sprung a little bit. I just want to leave just a little bit of gap there. You do want to make sure your lid is latched when you do this, so that way you get them symmetrical per side. We're just using this as a reference because anybody that's ever used any of this 3M tape that's on the back of these, once it's on, it's hard coming off. When you guys are test fitting these lights and putting your tape on, mark the edge of where your light goes just with your fingernail, or take an ink pen or a pencil. That way you know when you take the backing off the light, you know where the light goes side to side. You can just follow that line down and then you worry about your height. And that way both curves of the light fit both curves of the saddlebag and you don't have it offset a little bit.
So next we're going to remove the 3M sticky from the back of the bag blade and put it on the saddlebag. And I don't trust myself, so Brian's gonna do it.
Using my tape as a reference. I'm gonna pull this off just to get it out of my way. And then we're gonna push on this for about 10 seconds so that adhesive sets up.
So now we're gonna do the other side, and that goes on the exact same way as the first one. So now we're going to take the saddlebags off so we can secure the wire on the back.
Since this bike's a rider, it's always dirty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's about 5,000 miles worth of road grime. So these are just little, you would adhere them to your bag and then run the cable tie through it. They're just cable tie anchors. So before we put the cable ties on the bag, on the right side bag, I'm going through on the left side and just seeing if I can figure out the best route for the cable so I can still get the cable in under my seat so all the connections are covered by my seat for moisture. The one thing I worry about is if I route it without doing this and I have my wire is too short on the bag, I'm gonna have cables coming out with a connection out here in the open atmosphere. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. All right, so this is what we're rolling with. Lady Devil didn't feel completely confident doing this by herself, so I'm doing it. I'm gonna try to get this wire to go between my bracket bolt that is roughly about right here and then my saddlebag bolt. We'll see how it works. I put that zip tie in like that so that would lay down a little tighter. We'll see if it works. So that's kind of how we have it laid out. I'm gonna put the bag on just to see, unless you want to put the bag on.
I can put the bag on.
All right, let's do it.
So before we cut the zip ties, we're gonna test fit it first.
My friend Paige told me if you take a lighter, you can heat up the end of a zip tie and it'll keep you from cutting yourself later. The test fit went well. All the wires are avoiding all the bolts on the bike itself. So Lady Devil is once again gonna put the bag on and then we'll wire it up. All right, if I can get the camera in there, you can see we routed the wire just underneath this bag bolt and up here, just under that shock area, the cutout for the shock, into here, and that allows us to have enough wire to get underneath the seat. Lady Devil is no wiring expert, although I am gonna make her wire this up. But I wanted to step in real quick and just kind of explain the differences between 14 and newer models and older models like mine. Once again, it's a 2011 Ultra Limited. So on the 14 and newer bikes with amber turn signals, you need a controller. However, you only need one controller. So if you already have Ciro's filler panel lights like you saw in this video, then that comes with a controller for the 14 and newer bikes. That being said, if you have those, you don't need another controller to add these to it. It just wires together and you're good to go. On the older bikes like this one, you do not need a controller either. I'll show you how we're gonna wire this one up. It's super easy.
I hope so.
It will be. But I did want to explain that difference because a lot of people I think get confused on what exactly they need for their bike. So 2013 and older, no controller. 2014 and newer with amber turn signals, only one controller. We're clear?
That's mud. This is the connector that we got with our filler panel lights. It just goes in line with your stock harness. And all we're gonna do is hook these wires into that connection that came with the filler panels.
So then all you gotta do is take your new wire for your bag blade and your wire that you took off for the filler panel and plug it into the Y extension. You're already doing it, look at this. You don't need me.
I'm an electrician. I'm a wire expert. Absolutely not. That's it?
Yeah, that's one side.
Are they gonna work?
I don't know, we gotta do the other side.
Okay. And then we take this little guy. down like that. And then you take this little guy and do that. And then you take this little guy.
Little guys.
And then do that. Just like that. Done.
Done. Well, I mean
I
it's
got it plugged in.
Should we do the cool little B-roll sequence to see if they work?
We gotta hit the lights first.
Oh yeah. So there you go, guys. That's the Ciro3D amber turn signal bag blades. I think they look pretty good on the bike.
Agreed.
Let me know in the comments if you think I should remove the old man turn signal bar or if I should leave it on there for the extra light. I'm kind of curious on what everybody's thought on that because I'm a little torn on taking it off. It's part of the upgrade on the Ultra Limited, you know?
Is that what it's called, the old man bar?
Well, I mean, that's what the people in the last video were commenting about. Well, now that the job is done, what do you think about your difficulty ratings?
I'm gonna give this one a 7.8. I could have done this by myself just fine. It wouldn't have been as fluid as it was having Blacktop Devil there to instruct me how to do things the right way. But it was doable, it was just a little difficult, so 7.8.
But now that you've done it, would you change your rating to something lower?
No.
We try to do videos for people that aren't mechanically inclined and try to walk them through step by step in order to make them confident enough to do stuff themselves. I think we can save people a lot of money by doing that. I am a little bit mechanically inclined, although I don't love working on things all that much. That's the purpose of our install and how-to videos, is to make it easy for you guys to watch it and then say, I can do that. So she gives it a 7.8. I give it probably a 5, only because of you just want to make sure you get them stuck on there right and make sure your wire gets zip tied in the correct orientation. That was probably the hardest part for me.
Yeah, I would say the hardest part was getting it straight and stuck on the bag, because once it's stuck on there, it's stuck.
Right.
So that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing.
And we could have done that a little bit different by putting some painter's tape on the sides up and down and kind of drawing it out exactly where we wanted it to go. Right. But laziness won again. Oh well. We got it. They turned out great. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
My neighbor's mowing.
You look so excited.
Sometimes I wish I had a house out 10 miles from any civilization where it was just peaceful all the time.
No mowers.
No mowers. I hate everybody.
So long, suckers. Sayonara, city people.
Yep.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Hello.